All right, starting after show local recording.
All right.
I thought that was inappropriate to show that.
Sorry. My grandma just gave me all these old papers, and that was one of them.
My dad has an insane collection of like old papers for stuff like that. He kept them anytime there was like a big anything happened. He saved the newspaper, and it's weird how many he has. He has one.
I have one.
Oh yeah.
Can you guys guess what it is?
9/11.
No.
Kurt Cobain.
No. Yeah.
Really? Was that it?
Sucked his own dick in Italy.
That I have the Manson dick sucking manifesto newspaper. No, I have
So does my dad.
San Diego Union Tribune that had like a front page article on Kurt Cobain's suicide.
Oh, no kidding. Wow. I didn't realize that. I mean, yeah, I never saw the paper during that. Wow.
I have papers about a pope dying. That's pretty exciting. I don't know. She gave me some good shit.
Historical, dude.
Yeah, it's all historical. I want the man walks on the moon one.
For COVID. Did you grab that one?
No, I don't want to touch the paper.
Just print out the digital version of the time.
It's worth money.
I keep on seeing. I don't get it, and I'm not trying to take any kind of stance here other than I don't get it. I keep seeing headlines that are like, or articles that are like, heart disease is going to kill even more people than COVID. Where's the story on that? And I just see that and I go, you don't get heart disease if I sneeze on you. I don't.
Right, exactly.
Why are we talking about this? Like,
yeah, you got to eat like shit for years and not exercise.
I agree. We
years.
should be having more conversations about like eating better and preventing that. But
sure,
that is not the conversation right now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you know how many people get in car accidents, Rocco?
Wrong time, Rita. Not the heart disease shit again. Some people just have a one-track mind. They'll take any opportunity to talk about their one thing they always want to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just keep trying to tell me that it's not a big deal, but everything in the world is closed and people can't get together. So it seems like it's a big deal. But
there's an end date. You know what I mean?
Easter.
Like what I fear, I started thinking about like, all right, what if this is a thing that happens every spring?
Oh my God.
If it's a cold, I heard that the COVID-19 is very similar to the common cold. In fact, that certain cold viruses are considered a COVID virus. And there's a common cold season, and they haven't made a vaccine for the common cold yet. They've never been able to figure it out because it mutates and morphs every flu and cold season. So what if every spring we go into lockdown for 3 months, but you would learn to prepare for that and everything would be,
if it was a schedule, if it was like on schedule like that, I could learn to like it. Cause then it's like, hey,
a new way of life.
Get ready for those 3 months and start, hey, I'm gonna get my food together. Here's the movies I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch all of The Wire. We're set.
All right.
Let's do it.
Garrett, you ushered in the crazy conspiracy theories. How's this all going to play out portion of the show.
Sure.
Here's mine.
Oh, I can't wait.
I saw a video about a woman who got treated for coronavirus and got stuck with a $35,000 hospital bill.
I heard about
because she was uninsured or for various reasons. Basically, because she was potentially infected with coronavirus, everything they brought into her room, they couldn't take out because it might have coronavirus on it. They didn't know. So they had to throw it all away, and she got billed for it. And I'm just thinking, if 100 million people get this disease and they all get stuck with a $35,000 bill, that's totally going to bankrupt the healthcare system. It's just going to bring it all crashing down. And the government's going to have to step in and say, you know what? You can't be held responsible to pay for this. Free healthcare for everyone.
Oh,
that would be nice.
Bernie.
This isn't my theory, but someone that Jenny, I don't think she's even friends with this person, but she saw on Facebook that she thinks that COVID started because of 5G.
Could be real.
I heard that too.
Did you really?
Well, so this is before all this went down, but I went to who was there? Was it me and Kevin? Yeah. We went to Disneyland before all this obviously happened. We went there early in the morning to get the boarding pass for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Yeah, it was me, Kevin, and Johnny. And we got there in the morning, and I was right by, we were in our little area hiding from everybody. Like, okay, as soon as it hits 8 a.m., we're going to hit the button and we'll get a pass. And I said, don't worry, I've got like 5 bars. We're all good. I got a perfect connection to do this. And some old dude walked by right at that point and was like, well, good thing you don't have real 5G because 5G is making everyone sick in China. That's why they're not going to do it. They are not going to let them roll it out here because it's infecting thousands with the disease and they're not willing to talk about it. That's why. And I mean, midway through that, we're all like, yeah, okay, yeah, right. Like we're just trying to get on the fucking Star Wars ride, and we're all looking down at our phones like, yeah, great. Because the masses are not willing to accept that 5G is causing an infection because the outrolling of technology is the pulling the wool over the eyes of the. I mean, this is someone at Disneyland saying all this, and we entertained it for like 3 seconds, and then we're like, okay, so guys, are you ready to get your pass on the thing? Yeah.
Oh my god!
And then he just said, yeah, well, that's why, and forget 6G, and he said that as he walked away.
Forget it.
We were saying that all day
Done.
long. Well, and forget 6G, and walking away.
That's gonna fucking nuke us. That's gonna turn your phone into a personal suicide machine.
Yeah. And not a moment too soon, as far as I'm concerned.
So we're talking conspiracies. Is it true? Has anyone else heard that where the outbreak first came out of Wuhan, China, there is also some type of, in that city, some type of viral research kind of CDC building or some place that houses all this virus technology? Or is
I don't know.
this...
I've never been there.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I have not heard that, Garrett.
Because there's a lot of
keep an eye out for that when I go.
I'm not ever going, and we're just talking about this. I'm not into any of these theories.
Yeah, no. There's a bunch of conspiracy theories going around.
But there's tons of conspiracy theories when anything happens, you know, like just the sheer amount of shit that came out of, you know, a 9/11 attack.
Of course.
So this is also a fuel for these conspiracy nuts to dream up all kinds of shit like this is an attack, this was a planned thing, or that this got loose, you know. I was just curious if anyone else has heard some interesting things.
No, that just
well, according to Wikipedia, there is a Wuhan Institute of Virology that studies coronaviruses.
Interesting.
So, you know, confirmed that's where it started.
I mean, who knows? But as a thought experiment, I can't imagine this thing being released intentionally because of the disaster. If the world, if the people pulling those puppet strings wanted to release this on purpose, I don't think they saw the impending economic collapse because, you know, if the Illuminati's only out for money.
I don't think this is a man-made thing. I think this is Mother Nature's way of G-checking humanity.
Oh, we are the virus, Derek?
I think humanity has gotten away with too much shit for too long, and we feel like, you know what, we can do whatever we want. We're the top of the food chain, and Mother Nature goes, all right, enough of this shit. Here's a little taste of what I can do if you don't clean up your act. Because you notice car emissions have gone down.
That's true.
Now, the United Nations has called for like a ceasefire on all global conflicts. People are staying at home, connecting with their family. This is bringing people together. It's actually kind of beneficial to the world at large.
This is Gaia.
You're saying so you're saying life finds a way.
Yeah, this is the Jeff Goldblum moment for humanity. Definitely.
I just want to say that during all this going on, Norm Macdonald has been doing more streams or something, or I don't know what he's doing, like a podcast. But I want to say the best joke out of all of this happening did come from him. I want to give him full credit because I do think the funniest joke was made by him. And actually, all he had to do was record this and then end his show because I don't think he's going to top it. He said, I'm going to quote it and I'm going to do my best to interpret it. But the joke was basically, how did this happen? What happened? They did Whole Foods run out of Impossible Bat or what? So that's all. I just want to share that. I thought,
good.
well, can't really do better than that. So
That's a good Norm.
That's pretty good.
so anyway,
That's
I just want
fucking
to share that.
stupid.
He's doing good work. Norm Macdonald is a legend, you know.
I saw like a half-second clip of Patton Oswalt on the news walking around his neighborhood going, what did he say? He was like, COVID-19, I missed COVID 1 through 18.
Ooh.
Oh, cut to Sean sneezing.
that got an empty room on that.
I couldn't. Sorry.
Did you
You're
hear-
all
did-
laughing. Hey, if you
Dude.
don't like it, take it up with Patton Oswalt.
Derek, did you this is crazy. Did you hear what happened to R. Kelly?
What?
Dude, yeah. COVID-14.
I didn't hear the setup.
Nothing. It's
Oh.
okay. We'll move on.
The audience did.
We'll move on.
R. Kelly. Oh, okay.
Anyway, but yeah, so I don't know what else there is to talk about.
Nothing.
Hey, I have a question. This is an important question for you
Yeah.
guys. We have this on our set here. We don't actually. I don't think anyone's been. I don't think anyone got anything from the PO box this week. But has anybody? We have a shelf here that we keep that's full of. I can't show it to you right now. We don't have
Trophy
camera
shelf.
operators, but we have a shelf here of like relics that we've gotten from our PO box, things like that, and yeah. So we display things that are really cool. Really, really cool. I brought.
So cool.
I got a frog. It's a it's called a wart from Galaxy's Edge. It's the frog in
coolest
Return of
Is
the
that the one you
Jedi.
squeeze and the tongue comes out?
Yeah, it's
The ugly thing.
gone from the shelf.
Oh, that's a bummer.
You're
Does
not supposed to
Does
move
anyone have any
anything off
insight
that
on where that
shelf.
might be?
Who's been to the studio?
That's what I'm
to
saying.
move it.
I haven't seen it,
Hey, who moved Rocco's toy?
so I need to
Messed
know where
up.
that frog is. So
That's up. Whoever took the toy, you're probably playing with it. That's inappropriate.
I'm just saying,
Yeah, where's the ugly ass frog?
it's not ugly. It's cool.
It's a wart.
Hey, that was Rocco's souvenir from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland.
Yeah.
He never goes there. That was his thing to remember.
that
it
was
by.
like
now
my
we
one
can't
little
go
thing to
there.
kind of like remember the good times.
Can't replace that now, can he?
No. But so that's anyway, somebody's got to know where that is. So if anybody knows or has seen anything,
Yeah.
You know what? When I was a kid and I couldn't find a toy, I always asked my mom, and it would make her so angry. But then she always knew where it was.
Aha.
that's true.
I'd
Get
be
your
like,
mom on
Mom,
FaceTime.
where's my race car? She's like, I don't fucking keep track of all your toys. I'm like, yeah, but it was in the kitchen. She's like, I moved it to your bedroom. It's on your bed. So she always knew.
Yeah. Well,
You know, I said from the beginning that the day Disneyland closes is the day I get nervous. And now it's the opposite. The day that Disneyland opens is the day that I feel fucking great. I cannot wait for that place to open. That means
Yeah.
we are through it. We did it.
they just
See, all clear.
I'm even more opposite than that. The day Disneyland opens is the day I feel nervous.
Okay.
yeah,
That's
that's what I was about to
Good
say.
point.
It's
It's
like
stuck in epicenter.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say, Derek, is like, oh, we're all gonna flood in there again? Like we're
Yeah.
oh,
No,
okay.
thank you.
What was I gonna say? Oh, they just speaking of that, the reservation website for like Disney World where you can like reserve restaurants or something like that. All of that stuff they just changed like today, where you can't do anything until you can't book anything until June. And so a lot of people are saying, oh, well, they haven't announced when they're opening back up, but is that what they're expecting to do at this point?
June. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think that they're working in there right now? Like
what's that?
redoing some shit? Are other people working in there?
Is someone jacking off? Like, what is happening?
Sean's mic cable keeps rubbing his
I'm sorry.
Are you pulling your pud or what, dude?
Don't move the laptop.
If that's what you think jerking off is, I feel sorry for you.
But look.
Hey, Rocco's the jerking off master. Okay, don't tell your daddy how to fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't.
This guy has a hat that says "masturbate better."
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
God, I keep meaning to
don't
wear
have
the
that
hat again. I keep forgetting I have it, but
you should put the hat on that shelf.
I should. That way I'll never forget. You're right. Okay, I'm gonna do that next time. I'll put it where the frog is supposed to be.
The frog should wear the hat.
Do you think that people are working at Disneyland right now, like fixing shit up, like things they wanted to do anyways, or are they just completely gone? No one's there.
Probably.
I can answer that.
Oh, good.
I don't think that they are doing. They're not doing the bigger projects like they were supposed to be making. They're doing like a whole Marvel area and California Adventure and designing all these new attractions and stuff. That stuff is stopped. I don't think because they need like the Imagineers there and all this. There's all this creative involvement. I think that's done. But what they are doing are construction in general is going still everywhere because that's considered essential, I guess. But so what they're doing, there's been permits filed this last week about they're like, we were going to take out this curb. Okay, well, anything that's not really like a creative work, there's still construction people doing that. Like knocking out curbs, ripping down a sign. Like they've been tearing down the rocks in front of Tomorrowland to like kind of expand the entrance. And like they're doing that, just like tearing things down, things like that. That's still going, I think, but otherwise not really.
They're getting in there, they're fucking it up real good.
Yeah. It's going to be all fucked up when people go back in. They're doing a dystopian gig,
Those cats are donezo, right?
What?
The Disneyland cats? What are they eating?
They're eating all the Disneyland rats.
But what are the rats eating? They're dying off.
Are they?
Disneyland has so many rats. It would take more than 2 weeks to kill that.
They got a real big mouse.
I don't know. They have a daily supply of food normally, but now that's just dried up.
I've heard that it has been like Duck City.
Really?
There's already a lot of ducks there in general, but with no people around, I hear the ducks are running wild.
Dude, it's gonna be covered in duck shit.
Yeah. And they're going to leave it there when it opens back up.
Yeah.
Because that way they can, when Galaxy's Edge opens, they can be like, no, that's alien shit.
Rocco.
Yeah.
Do you miss going to Disneyland?
I mean, I miss it in the sense that like, I know I cannot go. You know what I mean? It's like when you're told like you cannot go, it's like, wow, really? But I mean, I've gone longer stretches without going. So it's not like that big of a thing,
They got to figure out something with your annual pass, though. You spent so much money on the annual pass.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Which let me say, that stung because like I just got charged yesterday and I'm like, really?
Oh, they shouldn't have done that.
No, they already said that however long they're closed, they're tagging that on. They're tacking that on to the end.
Oh, okay.
They'll make it right.
But that doesn't matter for me because I still have my pass I'm never not, you know what I mean? Like for the foreseeable future, I'm going to keep my pass.
So yeah, you're an auto renew situation.
Yeah. So, for the foreseeable future, that doesn't really benefit me. It's like, well, I'm going to keep doing this anyway. So I don't know. It's okay. I wish they would just not charge
your next pass.
What's that?
Maybe if you email them, they'll like give you a discount on your next one.
Yeah. I feel like that's the thing I will say is like, if you do complain loud enough to Disney, they'll usually like take care of you. I know that from experience. Anytime I've said a peep to anybody, they've done something for me. So I wonder if like when this is all over, if I went like, hey, if I emailed them like, hey, it's bullshit.
If you explain that I'm going to buy this season pass no matter what for the rest of my life, so tacking it on at the end ain't really going to help me.
Yeah.
You're their dream customer. They'll give you whatever, $50 off.
They really do. I mean, as much as Disney has this image of like, obviously they're a giant blood-sucking corporation and whatever. There's a ton of things you could point to. They do, when you complain to them, they do try to make you happy. I can confirm that. I went to went to they had some after hours event at Trader Sam's once, their like tiki bar. That was like a pay event where you went and like Imagineers just like talked and they gave you a bunch of shit. And it was like the biggest waste of time and money ever. Like I went and like no one showed up and like some guy mumbled in a corner for half an hour and they gave me a zombie mug. And I was like, what the fuck? And I emailed Disney just like, hey, I don't know what happened here or who organized this shit, but this was like a waste of my time. Just so you know, like I wasn't even trying to get anything. It was just like, just so you know, don't do this event again. And sure enough, they called me on the phone and were like, hey, we're going to send you some gift cards. What's your address? I was like, I'm sorry, what? And they gave me like all I spent and more on that just in gift cards. They told me, they were like, look, we can refund you everything you did that day, but then it has to go through all this paperwork and stuff like that. If you're good with just like, are you going to go back to Disney? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, look, if you're good with gift cards, I will send you gift cards right now. Are you good? And I was like, yeah, sounds good. And they did. They actually made good on that. And then like, there's been other instances where they gave me like, they put me up at the Grand Californian Hotel for free and shit like that. Like they've done like, if you are a loud enough complainer, they're good.
Yeah, they take care of you.
Yeah.
They got good customer service.
Yeah. But maybe they know maybe they've seen our podcast and they know like, oh, if Rocco says something bad about Disney, it could be the end of us. So maybe they just know.
Yeah.
This guy's holding all the power. He's got the cards.
Protecting their asses.
Yeah. So they might, there might be something to be said about that.
Yeah. Well, my laptop here is going to die, so I think I'm going to have to check out. Okay. So you guys can keep going if you want.
It sounds so cool when you jiggle the cord, though.
Like that?
Yeah, I love it.
Sorry, I'll stop doing that.
Let's call it a night. We're going to be back in just a few days anyways.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't want to see a future where we run out of things to talk about because
that'd be the worst.
I'm scared that we're going to have a Mega64 that just ends Mega64 itself. I'm worried. We're going to get to it and be like, guys, I don't have anything, and then we just argue. I don't want that.
Yeah,
no, we couldn't. I got nothing to argue about though, so we
that's
just.
True.
I got a lot I could argue about.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Yeah.
If not earlier.
Yeah. I'll be streaming. I'm gonna try to stream every day, like I have. I mean, most days, unless somebody else is doing something. I'm gonna try to stream Animal Crossing or whatever. If anybody else wants to see anything else streamed, but otherwise, that's the plan.
Check our Twitters for announcements, but we'll definitely be streaming every day.
Yeah, the Mega64 Twitter and all of ours, we'll keep everyone updated.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see you later.
Goodbye, my friends.
Bye.
All right, take care. I'm gonna open Tau Pai Pai. A lot of people are asking for that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm hanging out.
We'll just end the stream right here.
Shit. Okay.
Cut it off.